Dr. Kevin Elko is a motivational speaker and an author, and he puts out something on Mondays called Monday Morning Cup of Inspiration. One of the recent ones, he talked about three buckets and how our lives kind of consist of three buckets. Bucket number one is the things I can't control. It's kind of like a large ocean. There's so many things that I can't control. What can I do about that? Well, if I can't control, there's not a lot. I can pray, but I certainly don't need to utilize my time, my energy, my thoughts, my efforts there. Bucket number two is kind of like things that we can't control. That's not an ocean, that's a small pond, but it's an important pond because it's the things in my life that I do have responsibility and accountability for and that I can control. I do need to pray. I do need to focus, give time, energy, and effort to those things that I can control. I don't need to avoid them. I don't need to neglect them. I don't need to delay them. And the third bucket that he mentions are things that I can't control, but I can influence. It's kind of like a lake. It's bigger than my pond, but it's certainly not as big as the things I can't control. And so if there are things that I can influence, I want to pray about those things. And I want to have my life in such a way that I'm a good example. I want to share things with other people that I can help. Kind of like Paul said in 1 Corinthians 11:1. Follow me as I follow Jesus. Or as he told Timothy in 1 Timothy 4:12, be an example of the believers in all things. Or maybe like you see 2 Timothy 1:5, Timothy was somewhat a follower because of the influence of his mother and because of his grandmother. I need to be careful in that third bucket that I don't try to control things I can't. And I don't need to underestimate the power of influence and the value. Just need to know which buckets are which and where to spend my time.